Surah 4, Part 2. And do not fotter what your father fottered of women, except what has preceded. It was fahisha and detestation, and evil was the way. Forbidden to you have been your mothers, and your daughters, and your sisters, and your paternal aunts, and your maternal aunts, and the daughters of a brother, and the daughters of a sister, and your mothers who have suckled you, and your sisters from suckling, and the mothers of your women, and your stepdaughters who are in your guardianship of your women whom you have had relations with. But if you have not had relations with them, then there is no offence upon you. And the wives of your sons who are from your backbones, and that you gather between two sisters, except what has preceded. Allah was a forgiver, merciful. And the muhsanat of the women, except what your right hands have possessed, a book of Allah upon you, and made lawful for you is what is beyond that you seek with your money, being fortified, not musafihun. So what you have enjoyed of it from them, give them their wages as an obligation. And there is no transgression on you concerning what you have agreed upon after the obligation. Allah was learned, wise. And he among you who could not afford to fotter the muhsanat, the believers, then what your right hands have possessed of your maids, the believers, and Allah knows your faith, you are of one another. So fotter them with the permission of their family, and give them their wages with kindness. Muhsanat, not musafechat, nor takers of paramours. Then when they have been fortified, and if they commit fahisha, then upon them is half of what is upon the muhsanat of torture. That is for him among you who has feared sin, and that you be patient is better for you. And Allah is a forgiver, merciful. Allah wants to make clear for you and guide you to the ways of those before you and repent for you. And Allah is learned, wise. And Allah wants to repent for you, but those who follow lusts want you to incline greatly. Allah wants to lighten for you, and man was created weak. Those who have believed, do not consume your money between yourselves wrongly, but that they be trade by mutual consent among you, and do not kill yourselves. Allah was merciful to you, and he who does that in unfairness and injustice, we will roast him in a fire, and that was easy for Allah. If you avoid major things of what you are forbidden, we atone for you your evil deeds and admit you to an honoured entrance. And do not wish for what Allah has favoured some of you over others with. For men there is a share of what they have earned, and for women a share of what they have earned. And ask Allah from His favour. Allah was learned in everything. And for all have we made mawali of what parents and close relatives have left. And those who have pledged your oaths, then give them their share. Allah was a witness over everything. Men are supporters of women because Allah has preferred some of them to others, and because they have spent from their monies. So righteous women are obedient, guarding for the ghaib what Allah has guarded. And those whose recalcitrance you fear, warn them, and abandon them in beds, and hit them. Then if they obey you, do not seek a way against them. Allah was high, big. And if you fear discord between them, send an arbitrator from his family and an arbitrator from her family. If they wish for peacemaking, Allah reconciles them. Allah was learned and expert. And worship Allah and do not associate with Him at all, and doing good to parents and to relatives and orphans and the needy and the near neighbour and the distant neighbour and the companion at your side and the traveller and what your right hands have possessed. Allah does not love him who was self-conceited, proud. Those who are stingy and command people stinginess and conceal what Allah has given them from His favour, and we have prepared for the Kafirun base torture. And those who spend their monies that people may see and do not believe in Allah or the last day, and he who has the devil for a qareen, then evil was it for a qareen. And what is against them had they believed in Allah and the last day, and spent from what Allah had provided them with. And Allah was learned in them.